All right, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream 4.5 of Sunnyside. This time I am joined by Sydney visually. So I am Siavash. You might know me as Rainy. I'm the game director of Sunnyside, and she is the narrative director slash producer slash other things. Do you want to... There you
all
go.
the things.
Yeah.
It's weird because I can I'm not used to being able to see my face, and so it's really it's disorienting. But yeah, hi everybody. We decided that for this one I should probably be on stream. So I'm Sydney, also known as Fem, depending on where you find me at. Fem Chef. I'm the producer, narrative director, environmental designer. I don't know. I'm everything these days.
Yeah. I mean, anything that the project needs really. So,
Yeah.
first of all, I'm going to apologize for definite stutters that are going to happen during the stream. This is a really full stream, hyped stream, so I have a lot of things running at the same time. So so sorry about that. And again, just like every other stream, let us know if the audio volumes are not adjusted or if there's any problem in any category. I think the chat box isn't showing at all, which
No, it's not.
God damn it.
It's not as necessary for YouTube though.
No, I guess not. We're just gonna have an empty box next to the...
Yeah,
oh, it's because I put it under the frame. I mean, of course I would do that.
there you go.
That would be
Hello, everybody. Hellos. I'm reading a lot of hellos. Hellos. Hidden goes, I didn't realize there was a stream today. I was in the middle of playing Sunnyside.
Oh, the flex.
I love it. That's great. That's awesome.
So, what are we going to talk about? Right. It'll be,
So much.
as I said, we're going to have some really big announcements, like huge announcements today. But it will be a short stream because we're not going to focus too much on showing you guys like gameplay or different aspects of the game. You guys are going to be able to do that yourselves. If you haven't backed the Sunnyside on Kickstarter or pre-ordered, I'm very sorry. But But otherwise, you're going to be able to all enjoy it. And yeah, Q&A channel is up and running. Is it up and running? Yes, fantastic. Yep. So if you have questions that we missed in the chat, in the stream, that's very likely because it just goes through. Just post it there and we'll be sure to get to it in time. And that's all for me. We have some business stuff, and that is up to Sydney. So
yeah, I'm sorry. My mom decided to call me like right when we hit live, so that's I'm typical. Trying to like, what did mom want? Is everything okay?
I'm waiting for my mom to call me now.
Is everything fine? She wanted a recipe. That's all she wanted.
Of course. I'm gonna do not disturb myself. There we go.
Yeah, smart. Okay, yeah. So I'm looking at my little cheat sheet. Notes are also on my side screen. So QA's up and running. Yeah. So for business stuff, we just kind of wanted to. We kind of announced last week that we'd added 2 new people to QA, and just wanted to be like, hey, it's going great. They're officially on the team now. They're done with their trial period. We're gonna get them on the website, I think, in a day or 2. I'm still waiting on a couple things. But yeah, so they've been working their butts off over the last couple of days, getting ready for this. So huge shout out to our QA.
Yeah.
We all got maybe
like Dalton. No, you go ahead and do that first.
Oh, I'll say their names are Dalton and Braden. Actually, Dalton is Conlon's brother. So yes. Yeah. In the family.
Yeah. So basically in the last, I don't know what's wrong with my throat. Hang on a sec.
Drink some water.
You didn't need to hear that, so I muted myself for the stream. Right. In the past 24 hours, our QA team has slept for maybe like 4 hours so that they could be up to make sure that the Backerkit version of the game is up and running and available for you guys as bug-free as possible. Because it's definitely not going to be bug-free, but as bug-free as possible. We've done, I don't want to get too much into it, but we've done a lot of performance updates into the game, so the game's gonna be running a lot smoother. And some of you that don't have 3090s are gonna be able to actually run the game rather smoothly.
And I also the big thing, honestly, is that overhaul of the NPCs that I did.
This is a huge update. So a lot of the especially if you played the game already,
we're gonna go over it all.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of new stuff in the game, or a lot of improvements that makes a lot of things make sense. But yeah, but just so you guys know, we've been full on developing the game, like getting as few hours of sleep to get it done. But you know,
QA rocks, and they're always under. That's what we're getting at. Yeah. So okay,
and it's pretty much ready. That's what I wanted to get at. Yeah.
The first big announcement that we have is bad news. So I'm just going to preface it with that. I want to get this out of the way so that we can get over it and just move on. We have to delay the release to Backerkit backers by maybe a day or 2 because we have not gotten the Steam keys yet. So it's ready. We're still going to push the update, probably still at midnight, if not a couple hours later, so that the people who are on Kickstarter can still play. But Backerkit's going to have to wait a little bit. We're literally just waiting on Steam. So they've told us that it's like they use an official phrasing.
Case by case.
It's a case by case basis. Thanks.
I had to Google that earlier to exactly see what it means.
So they won't give us anything else. I can't give hours. I can't give days. We have a guesstimation of when we might get them, but I don't want to give you guys information, have it be wrong. So all I can say is it's going to be delayed, hopefully not too long, but the literal moment we have those keys, we're going to send them out. So
yeah, that's the only thing that is holding us back, because we have the emails ready, we have the updates ready to go, and reason behind it was that we anytime we ordered some new Steam keys, we got it within an hour or 2. This time, last time we ordered about 900 keys for Kickstarter. This time we did about 2,000 for Backerkit, which was a lot more. And apparently, that happens, and then it takes longer, and they decide to go through it like humanly and not do it automatically, which is the problem. We even contacted the support. Sydney contacted the support. It was like, can we do anything? Because we promised people
and all I got was a form response. So it's supposed to be, we were supposed to release them in 6 hours, but it's because I can't say today or tomorrow because everybody's in different time zones. But it was supposed to be released in the next 6 hours, but it's not going to be. So, but I can't give you guys a guesstimation. I would love to, but I can't. There's literally no way of knowing. So, however long we delay sending them out, we're going to add to the end of when we end it. So, and we'll be announcing that date at the end of the stream. So, don't worry, you'll get your full time period. We're just gonna have to shift it a little bit. It's not really that big of a deal, really. I know it is to you guys, but it's not like the game broke and we can't really. So it's an easy fix. It's just a waiting period, which sucks. So I will say, if for some crazy, ridiculous reason we get them early, we will send them early. We're gonna get them the moment we get them. We're gonna send them out the moment we get them, regardless of when we get them.
And if it is painful to you guys, it's just as painful to us because we stayed up finishing it, but we can't release it on time because. Yeah. Anyway.
It is what it is. So that's why I wanted to get this over with. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. We're just gonna breathe it out. It'll be fine. We're just gotta be patient and wait. And when we get them, they'll go out.
And we wanted to do this kind of early in the stream so that you don't get a bad aftertaste of the stream, because we have some really
great hype stream. Just kidding.
There's some crazy, like not crazy is not the right word. So there's some big news that we're going to be announcing in the next 20 minutes.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to show off some of the new characters that have been concepted by Kaori, because everybody loves that stuff.
But don't go anywhere though.
We will, don't go anywhere.
We'll be.
We're moving on to the side characters now. So all of the main characters, romanceable characters, are out and ready, and then now she's working on the side people. So we've got a couple for those, and then we've got a huge announcement, and then we're going to talk about the alpha.
Yes. So the first character, I should have actually gotten this out of it. There we go. Pardon me. There we go. So this is Shoddy.
You might have to change the layout if you didn't already.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. This is Shoddy. She is the mother of Parsa and Anahita. And she's a Persian lady.
She's Rainy's mom.
Basically. I mean, we did use her photo for reference, but you know. I mean, you know, if you're making a game, you have to put your mom in it.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate. And then I think I sent you Soda too.
Yeah. So and then we have Soda, which is her husband. This is Soda.
Yeah. He's so cute. I'm so happy about how he came out.
Yeah. So again, as Sydney said, these two are characters that are not obviously romanceable, and they're not like main focus characters. They're involved in the Harmony Quest of other NPCs, but they don't have a Harmony Quest themselves.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then another thing is, we have some seasonals for your favorite characters. Yeah. So my favorite, Sebastian. I think his seasonal outfits are literally my favorite out of like all the seasonals.
His seasonals are good.
Maybe Lucy's come close too, but I think he looks fantastic. Especially Love Summer.
Really good.
Yeah. So we're gonna hopefully get to modeling these towards the end of the development, really, because.
So yeah, we're gonna do all the spring not that you guys really care, but we're gonna do all the spring versions first so that we have the models, and then at the end we're gonna come in behind and do all the seasonal outfits. So those might get delayed a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping not, but their concepts look fantastic.
Right. So.
All right, time for the thirst train.
Oh God, yeah. I was reading the thingy. I was like, yeah. Here's Kyle. Is he in the chat?
I don't know if he's in the chat. I think he's QAing right now.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
My favorite. You might think he's autumn, but my favorite is winter. Actually,
my favorite's winter too.
His gloves look really cool.
Yeah. Autumn is good too. As a female, autumn is good.
I mean,
autumn's on point.
I mean, you know, leather jackets are always good.
Yeah. And then I like that he's the only one that has the special right now. So.
Oh, he's the only one that has the special right now.
Yeah. Gabe? No, Kyle. Next best thing, Kyle.
Yeah. And I think
this is a little bit of he is here. It's a little bit of a story spoiler, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Kyle and Gabe are not exactly friends. So whatever rivalry is happening in like the fandom is probably gonna be felt in the game.
Yeah, your dads aren't friends. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think his winter and autumn. I think they're all great. I think spring is also on point.
Okay, so that's really it for the content stuff. Told you guys it will be a short stream. We're gonna actually get to the really big news now. So let me go back to our faces. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
take it away.
Little announcement things. So I'm just gonna reiterate. Backerkit is going to receive their Steam keys the moment we have them. It is being delayed. I can't say by how much. But it's going to go out. The Steam keys will go out. Same as Kickstarter. They're going to go out in an email. Within the email, it's going to have all the directions on how to access the build within Steam. So just look out for the email. We are going to send an email to Backerkit tonight at midnight GMT so that everybody knows, because not everybody's watching the stream. So there's notifications going to go out about the delay, and then we'll also send out the email again with the key later. So everybody's going to get notified about what's happening. On that note, we have a second piece of kind of bad news. It's not terrible news. It's kind of bad news. We decided as a team, as a whole team, to pull level 1 of the caves and battle out of the alpha. You guys didn't really know that we were putting it in. We had kind of hinted at it last stream, but we decided to pull it. You're still going to have a ton of content, which we're going to go over. But one, they're just not quite ready yet. They work, but they're not in like fully playable to the point where I think everybody's going to enjoy it. So that's a huge part of it. But another big part of it is
go ahead. Yeah, tell them the big reason.
Our publisher liked them too much and decided they were so cool and the battle mechanics were so awesome that they decided they want to use it as like a marketing point to push the game later in development than to show it now. So we're full on pulling the card right now and blaming the publisher.
Yes. I mean, they said to blame them anyway. Yeah, we're going to get to them. Just one sec. I also wanted to say there's another reason behind that is narrative, because I saw somebody mention in the chat. Yeah, so the battle system in Sunnyside isn't just there as filler for the mines to give it difficulty. It is one of the reasons for it, but the biggest reason for it is narrative. And we don't want to do that. And we told you guys we don't want to do that for the alphas at all. We don't want to put story in there. So just having you guys go fight these very, very specifically designed monsters randomly wouldn't make any sense. And it would actually, I think it would even damage the face of the game, because people would assume that would just randomly put some stuff together without it having any reason or rhyme to it. And it would just bring more questions than answers than would help. And we decided to, instead of that, work on the skill tree, which ended up really elevating all the other mechanics of the game. So I think all in all, it was a very good decision. And yeah, we're blaming publisher. And on that note, I think it's time. Yeah, so we felt like if the publisher is going to be the reason that we're blaming, the person we're blaming the caves being moved on, we wanted them to be able to speak for themselves. So we're actually really happy to announce who our publisher is. That's our big announcement. Yeah. And we actually have somebody from the publisher with us right now. He's kind of waiting in the wings. Yeah, he's going to have to wait like a minute longer, because I'm going to show you guys a little quick trailer of what games they've released. So you guys kind of get more familiar with them. So I was hoping the video would be a bit more like drum rolly, but it's kind of like in your face. It just shows their name at the start. But anyway, it's fine. So let's go ahead and see who the publisher for Sunnyside is finally. Yeah. Okay, yes, I think you guys are unmuted. There we go.
Hello.
Finally, this
Crocodile
is
teeth.
Callum. He is from Merge Games, as
Nice
you
to meet
guys
you
saw.
all. I'm the person that you can all blame for pulling the caves in the battle system because it's so good that we can't show you guys. But it's a pleasure to be on stream. Thanks for inviting me on, guys. I'm really excited to be here.
No worries at all. We're happy
Yay!
to finally have it out because
Yeah.
you guys have no idea how many things we just couldn't do
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it wasn't announced, and now this finally announced. Yes, hopefully this will
We've-
finally give Sunnyside a bigger footprint on the internet.
We've
that's the
also
plan.
had this under wraps since May, I think.
Been a long time coming, yeah.
Yeah,
Is when
we've been
started negotiations and
very long time we've been talking
Yeah.
with Merge, and honestly I'm happy it ended up being you guys. So Merge Games, as you guys saw the trailer, they're the people that published games such as Dead Cells, Spirit of the North, Cloudpunk, Road 96. That I really liked that game, and
Me
it
too.
wasn't in that trailer because that one was a little bit older. And Streets of Rage 4, I mean, I grew up with the original Streets of Rage, so to be working with you guys that published the newest one, that's a big honor, pleasure, I guess, both.
yeah.
I think on both sides, yeah. It's we've been flirting for you guys with a while, so it's
Yeah,
it's
true.
great that we can finally. I mean, we've been talking about this pretty much since the new year about finally telling everybody about who we are and kind of announcing it. So I'm glad that it's out there. I'm glad it's in the wild and we can finally kind of take our cards down from the chest a little bit. It's exciting.
The hardest part is when we're doing this kind of stuff and like we're so used to internally saying merge over and over again, so having to like stop, be like the publisher.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so now
right.
that I don't have to.
Publisher.
It's. I'm so happy I don't have to like worry about it anymore. Just kind
Cat's out the bag now. Yeah, we can all relax.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Callum and I are very excitable people,
We are.
and our screens are literally shaking, as Sydney's is the only one that is stable.
Okay, I'm gonna try and stop moving.
Very
now.
good
There-
point.
There you
I need
go.
to stop
There
moving.
you go.
That's funny. Yeah.
It just gave me the weirdest look. It's like, why are you shaking your desk?
And of course, I forgot to mention, like, I think probably the biggest game the Merge right now has is Small Land that you guys work on.
Smallland.
So
Yeah.
it's quite high on that wish list tier. And
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the games we have now that people are probably most know us for at the moment. Anyway, there's a lot of people are excited for that, and it's great. We're gonna kind of there's a lot of things happening in Small Land in the kind of near future, so that's probably the big one for us. That's probably who a lot of maybe your community will have heard of us, as well as obviously some of our back catalog as well, Alex Kidd and Cloudpunk and Dead Cells, and it's a really really good catalog, and I think Sunnyside fits in perfect. Those kind of like really unique, high quality kind of indie games that we love. Like first and foremost, I think it's really important that we love the games that we sign and we want to work on them and we want them to be the best. So it was a no brainer for Merge. And I don't know if you guys know this. Actually, there was like a full on war at Merge on who was going to manage Sunnyside. That
I heard about that.
I clearly won because there was no way I was having anyone else manage this. So
that's actually a really
I
good
heard about
segue
that.
to the next question we had, which was, what
Sure.
do you do for Sunnyside?
is-
and
yeah.
Shoot, yeah.
Sure. So I'm Callum. Hello. I guess the formal wave. I'm the product manager for Sunnyside. So what that means is I kind of head up all marketing for you guys. So how I would kind of frame that is we just want you guys to make the best game possible, and we want as little kind of speed bumps or hurdles. So I want to take care of us kind of all of that off your plate basically, and do all of the marketing for you guys. So personally, that's what I do. That's my job on Sunnyside. You have a producer as well, whose job is all kind of development and production side, and I hope Ben looks after you on that side as well. And then we obviously have the full team at Merge as well. We have Danny, the community manager, which you guys in the Sunnyside community, you're going to start seeing him a lot more in your
Yeah.
Discord. Now
He's
that
been like waiting.
yeah, we've been like waiting to spring him into the Discord, but his
You know-
username has Merge in it, so we like
Yeah.
couldn't get him
Actually,
in. So we're-
Callum joined the server, and I had to manually change his name to make sure
Yeah.
that doesn't spoil anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have Danny, our community manager. You're going to be hearing a lot more from him on all of the Sunnyside socials. We have the full QA team at Merge as well, which I think is kind of a thing that I can't live without now. Working in publishing is having our own internal QA team is just like a blessing. So we have kind of all of the teams here at Merge. And it's good as well. So even though like I'm working on the marketing, it's good for me to be able to brainstorm with all of our marketing product managers and to make sure that we can come up with the best plans and kind of everybody has eyes on. So yeah, we have the full team at Merge kind of backing Sunnyside, which is the best because I want to like just put all my plans into motion like now. I'm like really impatient. I just want to do all of the cool stuff that I have planned now, but we can't. So yeah, it's super, super exciting.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
one of the questions that we had, because we put together a list of questions for Callum to kind of go over, is Rainy and I don't really know a whole lot about you specifically, about what you were doing before, because I know you joined Merge recently.
Yeah, so I joined Merge at the end of last year, and I came from indie publishing actually. So I came from another indie publisher, again based in the UK. So kind of my expertise in the industry is entirely publishing side, but also entirely kind of indie side. Previous to that, though, I worked in the not-for-profit sector actually. So I spent the last 4 years in Toronto, Canada, and then 5 years before that in Australia, living in a bunch of different cities, working in the not-for-profit sector. Yeah. So not only am I new to like the UK again, well, I'm from Scotland, but yeah, I've kind of changed my career path and changed my city and like company and I just kind of like shook everything in my life and was like, I'm just gonna change it all.
I totally relate to that.
Right? Just kind of like spring cleaning my entire life. Yeah, I came home when kind of COVID hit. I think everybody, I don't really talk about it because everybody has their own kind of version of their COVID story, and no one came out well at the end of it. So yeah, I came home after 10 years and then transitioned to the games industry. So that was the beginning of last year. It's been a couple of years now. So. And now I'm here with you guys, which is the best because I can't shut up about this game. It's amazing. I can't stress for you guys. Like, I'm sorry that the battle system in caves is not in this alpha, but we had a meeting like maybe not even 2 weeks ago, and Rainy's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna show you some stuff because we were like finished with our meeting, and I'm like, yeah, you can show me some stuff, and I was like shocked. I was like screaming in my office about how good it was.
Seen the look on his face.
I had to like screen record, and I was too excited. I kept like forgetting to press record, and then the meeting finished, and I like, ran into the office and was like, "Everybody needs to see this immediately. This is so good."
Oh so yeah, what did everybody else think?
Everybody thought the exact same, and they all said, I don't want to give anything away, but all of the things that I was like, it's like this, they were saying that. So I was like, okay, awesome. Everybody's on the same page. So I'm sorry you guys don't get to get your hands on it. You will soon, just not now. But it's entirely my fault because it's too good, and we want to make it perfect before you guys can get your hands on it. But it's unbelievable. I was shocked. I was like, nobody can see this yet, and I don't care. Blame me. I don't care. It's that good.
Well, so
I apologize.
I'll tell you guys what the decision came down to, and I think I mentioned this. No, I haven't mentioned this. Is that the decision came down to we either have to NDA everybody in Alpha or pull the battle system. And I've been saying that we were not going to NDA you guys, so that's why we pulled it. Oh, hey, Callum is in the chat. Our other Callum.
Oh, another Callum.
We have more Callums?
Yeah.
Oh, no one's called Callum. Oh, wow.
Callum Upton is a content creator. He also has a gaming studio called the Accidental Game Studio.
Oh, nice.
And they're working on what is it? An MMO based off of
Nightmare World, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Nightmare World, but it's like a spoof off of Dream World.
Oh, cool.
That whole catastrophe that happened.
Well, hello, other Callum.
Yeah.
I'm the only Callum here. I'm the primary Callum. So stealing my thunder, my face reveal.
Callum's everywhere. So a couple other things I just kind of wanted you to talk about a little bit is one, just kind of, we have a lot of other indie studios that kind of watch our streams and stuff, and they pop into our Discord. There's a kind of a lot of hatred at the moment for publishers in the indie space.
Sure.
And so I kind of wanted to give you an opportunity to kind of talk about the benefits of getting a publisher. I know we can say it all day long, but just from a publisher's perspective, like, why a publisher? Why go through all that?
Sure. I think for me, and I've worked with studios all across the world on different types of games, and every time I work on a game, and I have a bunch of games here at Emerge, it's not like I don't go in with like a textbook of things that I'm going to do or say. It's very much like, how does this studio work, and how can I complement that and help them? So some studios are really good at one thing and really terrible at another. So like we want to kind of bridge that gap. So it's very tailored to the studio and who they are and what their needs are, and how we can kind of work that way rather than a one size fits all. And secondly, I think what I would argue is probably the most important is like a publisher is really like, it's like a team of experts. Like the production team, they're all like masterful in their craft, and we have a marketing team with people. Even myself, I've 10 years in marketing, but in the not-for-profit sector, which is like nothing to do with games, and then we have other product managers that have worked across the globe in different sectors of marketing. So it's really like a cauldron of experts, and that's just production and marketing. Then you have social experts or community managers, like it's their craft that their careers that they're kind of becoming experts at. So when you sign with a publisher, it's really how do they kind of fit your needs and benefit you, but also you're not just getting me and Ben, your producer, you're getting full teams of people at our offices that spend every day doing this and getting better. So it's really about the support and the expertise that kind of those teams bring. It's not just the one or two people. I would argue that's probably the kind of the biggest impact for studios, big or small. Even little things like having a full QA department, that's like a godsend to some
huge.
Studios. Yeah. A lot of studios like don't have anything to do with QA at all. So the fact that we have a whole QA department and QA leads and someone managing that is like, again, it's just an extra layer of how we can take stress off studios and just let you guys make the best game that you can, and we'll take care of everything else. And I would say kind of like the cherry on top is like all of our industry contacts. I can't mention any of it at all, but in the first, like in January, every other day, I was like in the Discord, like, hey guys, I'm speaking to this giant partner. Tomorrow I'm speaking to this giant partner. And I can't name names, but it's all of the big names that you guys are thinking of right now. Like we have regular chats with these people so we can introduce your game to them.
Yeah,
and I do.
It's great. And I'll tell you a little story. So I was in Hyde Park, Winter Wonderland, and I just got you guys' email saying that you guys are talking with this really huge company and you're presenting Sunnyside to them. And I was just like, I was freaking out in the middle of it. And I had to just sit down while we were walking back to the tube to go back to where I live. And yeah, that was crazy. And then it kept on coming. It just never stopped.
Yeah.
And we actually have
literally like every week.
Yeah,
like,
every week we have a meeting with Callum.
What?
It's just
what, you're talking to who? What's happening? Like,
I know. I don't think there's been a week yet this year that I haven't presented Sunnyside to like some giant gaming partner or I want to say names, but I'm not going to. But it's everybody that I know. It's everybody that Merch has contacts with. So again, this is why the publishers are super important, I think, or not important, but what we can provide.
Well, I mean, Sunnyside is obviously a lot of people want to play Sunnyside on consoles, and that will be very difficult to do, especially with some of the Japanese companies, to achieve on your own. So definitely, you guys have accelerated that process a lot already, and it'll just be great news for everybody.
That was my biggest stressor when I joined the team, because that's my job. That's my part of it, is making all those connections and finding those people. And that's kind of why I was like, we need a publisher. I'm really good at networking and I'm really good at finding people, but I can't compete with years of a relationship with these people where you're just like, here's the next game that we're working on, and you already have all that clout behind you. So for us, especially if you want to get your game somewhere off of just PC, if you want to go to console, if you want to go to, any of the big ones, the ones that we've planned, or this Switch and PlayStation, we've planned Xbox. We made those plans without really having it set up yet. And so that was kind of a big stressor for us, was we need that backing. We need the dev kits. Knowing that we don't have to worry about you guys doing all of that talking for us, and then going out and like making connections that I never even would have considered.
Yeah.
Another thing is,
example is like last week I was like, this game's obviously going to go down well in Japan. So I just poked one of my fellow product managers and was like, have you got any contacts in Japan? And he's like, yeah, I have a massive press contact. You should email him. And I emailed him and he's like, oh my God, I love Sunnyside. This is amazing. Yeah, sure. We're going to do all of this insane Japanese press. And it's like that. I think that, like, I didn't even have that contact. That was someone at our publisher that just happened to have worked with this Japanese press agent before. So things like that, again, like, it's not all me. There's like a whole unit of people here who have
and speaking of like
contacts.
different countries, Sunnyside's store page is right now as of now, localized in Chinese as well. Simplified.
It is.
Is it simplified or
Which,
traditional?
oh
I think it's
man,
traditional.
Simplified
China
Chinese.
scared,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Chinese in China scared the bejesus out of me, and I think I've gotten like 10 emails from Chinese publishers like, hey, do you want to da-da? And I was like, I don't even know where to start. It's, to me, it's such a scary thing because it's just so different from everything that we do.
You know
and
what?
knowing that you guys have that handled, like,
Yeah. Honestly, same. I remember this is like, oh, this takes me back to my interview at Merge, and they asked a question at the end. They said, I had to present like a plan, and I didn't mention any Chinese PR. And they said, "What's your plan for Chinese PR? Do you have one?" And I went, "No, I have no idea." And they went, "Oh, it's cool. We do that like internally. We have a partner." And I was like, "Cool, that
Awesome.
I'll do that." So like, yeah, there's a like China scared the bejesus out of me, but yeah, we made sure to get that localized. We have an amazing press agent over in China. So yeah, the store page is now localized and simplifies Chinese.
Let's show that actually.
We'll start. What? Sorry.
yeah, let's see why
I'm
not.
gonna show. Yeah,
Sure,
we actually have a Chinese logo as well, even here.
Which is very cool. What does the name translate to again in simplified Chinese? Was it?
It doesn't translate like directly, but there's a meaning to it, which means kind of like what
the breeze is gentle and the sun is warm.
Sun is warm. I think that's it. The breeze is gentle and the sun is warm.
I'll leave it on the screen for
Something
anybody
like
who
that.
speaks Chinese or is Chinese to maybe
Yeah.
you guys can interpret it better than we are.
Yeah, Belario makes a good point in chat. Said, I think people mostly associate publishers with those big companies that buy out developers, take the IP, and close the developer if they don't make profit anymore. The thing is, and this is going to sound really terrible, but it's the truth. A lot of it comes down to your contract. And a huge reason why a lot of developers get taken advantage of is because they don't look at the contract. And we are so lucky that we have an incredible lawyer who I found through networking, who fine-tooth combed the contract to make sure everything was good. Not to say that it was a bad contract starting out, but that's what you need to make sure you don't get bought out by a big developer and taken over, that's how you lose your IP without realizing what happened. And so I like to just remind the community, you don't have to worry about that with us because one, Merge is awesome. You guys have been so supportive and accepting of like our goals as a studio and what we want to become and making sure that we hit those points. But then also just like, I don't have to worry about, you guys going evil on us at some point,
Yeah.
Like there were definitely other publishers that we had spoken with that we were like, if anybody's going to try to take over like development, it's that company. And so that was a huge, because we talked to how many publishers?
Oh God, there were quite a lot of them. So yeah. What's funny is that Merge was one of the first ones.
We played the long game.
We played the long game. We won. So, but lastly, there's one point I wanted to mention is that another great thing that a publisher brings to the table are special editions and additional stuff to the game itself, so like merchandise. So I know a lot of you guys want the like a vinyl of the soundtrack. A lot of you guys want plushies of the animals. We can even have signature editions of the game with the help. And actually, what's interesting is that Merge, like I think one of your specialties at Merge is special editions. And
so it's our signature edition department, which it's exactly what it sounds like. It's signature editions of games that we really love. So I think that's for the right game as well. We love being able to cram in as kind of much of the game that's not the game into the game box, if that makes sense. So it's a great part of Merge, and it's really, I think it's like unique, especially in the indie space as well, and it allows us the freedom to kind of develop those signature editions the way that us in the studios really want it, and kind of give fans things that they really want. And I'm a sucker for that as well. I bought the $400 Death Stranding plastic fetus box thing. So I'm a big sucker for those. So yeah,
I know I can speak for Rainy and I both when we say, even though we're probably gonna get like free bits of that stuff because it's our game, we're still gonna go into the shops and buy it. Like, we're still anything that goes into a store, we're gonna be there. I'm gonna get dressed up.
The day I go pick Sunnyside physically on a store shelf, I'm gonna take a photo before I do it. That would be That'll be a
It warms
moment
my
in my
heart.
life.
Yeah, just looking
I
at the
also-
wall of like copies on day one in a
Yeah.
store is going to be amazing.
I also need a Sunnyside hoodie. Vanessa makes a great point. I also need a Sunnyside hoodie.
I want all of the Sunnyside merch. We've been talking about some really special merch, I know, with the team, and you guys as well, about stuff that we want to create, and it's all very exciting. I mean, I want it all. It's going to be great. I'm very excited for that.
Thanks, chat, for bringing attention to my unkempt beard. Yes, and no, I really wouldn't want to add it to the game, to be honest. There was something else as well. Wait, I think I missed it.
Me cosplay.
I just seen that.
Kyle.
Also, I've
Never
taken
mind.
my arms. I've taken my arms off the desk to stop excitable shake. I've repositioned.
Yeah,
for
my
the
knees are
stream.
going crazy right now. They're just like,
Yeah, I know. I'm spending my energy elsewhere.
Right. What else do we have for Callum to answer for his crimes?
I just had some other stuff we kind of wanted to talk about. You know, what are you looking forward to? What have you liked about working on Sunnyside so far? Share whatever plans you can. I know we
Sure.
can't share a lot of plans, but
Okay,
and
so
then we're gonna drop the socials in chat.
okay, so what's my favorite thing working so far? Like, you guys are great to work with. I everybody has their, like, I know I'm on your stream saying this, but everybody has the dream devs, and all of my devs are incredible. But it's really great to work with you guys. You make it really easy, and it's really collaborative. So I really enjoy, like, our catch ups are just like so excitable for the
They're
most
great. I
part.
love them. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really easy to work with you guys. It's really easy to have the conversations, but also we get stuff done. Like, when we need stuff to be done, it gets done. What am I most excited for? I think. So behind closed doors, you guys know I'm in the middle of making up my kind of master plan, which is basically from now until launch and post-launch. What am I going to be doing? It goes very granular into every kind of detail, and I'm in the middle of writing it now, and it's like, it's so exciting. I love doing these. It's like the biggest part of my job, because it basically is me going, what am I going to actually do for this game to make it the biggest and the best game? And there's some crazy ideas in there. So I'm really enjoying all of the stuff that I'm writing.
I love crazy ideas.
Yeah, what normally happens is I have to present that to Merge. So probably next week I present that to marketing and my boss and production, and then they shave out 20% of the really crazy ideas that I'm like, we should host a 2,000 person concert. We should bring animals. So that
I'm
stuff
actually
will get
really in
shaved
for the
out.
first
fun.
idea.
That stuff will get shaved out. But I'm really excited to just, I think.
I thought my dream of a Sunnyside Edition Switch was crazy. That's
Oh, I have huge dreams. Huge dreams. I think I'm just most excited to get the ball rolling, and what I mean by that is, like, do the things that I have planned, because they're really exciting. I want to just do them, and I'm really excited for them. The game is just, like, amazing to play. Like, I finished work the other day, and I was talking to you guys.
You finally got to sit down and play it.
Yeah, I mean, I've played it bits, but I haven't played it from, like, a not work perspective.
Yeah.
I've only been playing it at work or in my, like, work vision. And I sat down, I was like, I'm gonna make a new character, I'm just gonna play this game, and it's such a joy to play. And I was like chatting to you guys when I'm playing, and it's awesome. So yeah, I'm just really excited to, like, not only unveil my plans to you guys, but, like, do them. I'm really excited to, like, roll out all this exciting stuff that I want to do, and we're going to be all over the world, and we're going to be doing festivals, and it's going to be great. I can't tell you, but
You know,
it's
I
gonna
have
be
a really weird requirement, and it's actually two of them. One is that I can't wait for our Discord to be verified, because I've been sorting out with that for so long.
Danny's first thing tomorrow morning. We can get Danny in the Discord, and he can finally do it.
Sorry, Discord, we use you literally for our work. And you tell us our
won't
Discord
verify us.
server isn't large enough. It's 96?
Almost 4K.
Almost
Yeah.
4,000,
Almost 4.
yeah.
How much do you need? But
They
anyway,
refuse.
as another thing that I'm really looking forward to, and it's the weirdest thing, but I want, whenever I Google Sunnyside, I want there to be a knowledge panel on the right side. That's when
Yeah.
I know we're out there.
That's his other dream.
Yeah.
Anyway,
leave that to me. We'll get that done. No problem.
Good. Yeah, we I think we can go ahead and share Merge's socials if you guys want to give them a follow. They have TikTok, Twitter. Their website has all of them in there, actually. I think.
Yeah,
We're in the middle of revamping the website, and I think in the next couple of weeks it's going to be all fancy and schmoozy and look really cool. So we'll have a new merch.com.
I'm gonna put these all in the description later.
Yeah.
But if anybody, like, wants a quick link to go get them right now, I'm just kind of one by one-ing them. I don't have anything fancy set up like you would on Twitch, but
Yeah, but we
Sure.
can finally go ahead in there and be like, yes, Sunnyside sent us, and
I can finally follow you on Twitter.
it's still weird. Like I still
yeah.
like whenever I go to say the word merge, I'm like, well, should I? Is that okay?
I posted this live stream today, like as it was going live, and even I felt like naughty. I'm like, should I be announcing? Like, I didn't even say anything. I just tweeted the video, and I'm like, am I allowed to do that? So I'm glad that I don't have to filter anymore. I'm not very good at it, so I'm glad that I don't need to now.
Neither am I,
Thankfully.
Callum. Neither am
I
I.
know.
No, he's not. He's really not.
Anyway,
All right, so-
do we want to let Callum go and continue? Do we want to keep him prisoner?
Callum's free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah, well, it's maybe a great segue. I just got the really nice lady in my headphones going battery low, so maybe I should get out of here. Maybe it's time. I'm being shunned off the stream.
Yeah,
That's
so
actually really funny.
what we have for the rest of the stream, just so you guys know, we're gonna go over what you guys can expect in the Backerkit Alpha, and that's yeah, and then we have like a few more small announcements that we.
Yeah.
But Callum, thank you so much for joining us on the stream. We should do this more
been a
often.
pleasure.
It was actually really genuinely really fun.
Yeah,
It was great. Yeah.
Excitable.
All of Merge knows anytime you guys want to join us for a stream. I know it's Sunday and it's weird for you guys because you actually have like real work hours. Opposed to us.
Yeah,
Don't sleep.
we sleep.
But if anybody ever wants to join us on a stream or anything like that, everybody's always welcome. For those of you guys who I don't think we mentioned this, Merge is in the UK with Rainy,
We are.
and I'm here in Texas, and so when we partnered with Merge, I had to shift my entire sleep schedule. So now
You
I
still
wake
don't
up-
sleep though. I still see you replying. I'm like, go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Stop
I guess-
replying
I
to
guess
me.
I'm very well rested, I will say.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I go to bed usually like 10, 11 now, and then I wake up at like 5. And then I work, and then I nap, and then I work. So, but it's been fun. I'm enjoying being on UK time. It's not that bad. So.
Well, it's been a pleasure, and I'm sure we'll be back for other live streams. But thank you guys for the invite, and I'll hopefully see a bunch of you community members in the Sunnyside Discord and on the Merge Discord as well.
Yeah.
All right. See you. Yeah. See you in Discord, Callum. Bye bye.
See you
Bye,
guys.
Callum. Thanks for joining us.
All right. Now we can talk behind his back.
Yeah. I mean, he's still watching. I can still see his face.
Yeah, I can see his face. So, yes, I'm so happy that that's out of the way. But,
Oh, me too.
what is going to be in the alpha? That's probably what you guys are asking. So, the first thing that is going to be in the alpha is 4 new NPCs. Are we going to say who? But just, yeah, no.
I mean, we've actually kind of already said it without saying it because
Oh, yeah,
we
'cause-
showed all their pictures last week.
Yeah. Anyway, so Hanako's going to be in the Backerkit version of the game alongside Kyle, Kaida, and Hina.
Yeah.
And again, every time I see Hanako's portraits, yeah, they're amazing. I think
Oh,
she's one
so
of the
good.
prettiest characters we have in the game, and I absolutely love it.
I agree.
Alongside the new NPC, so they don't have like much story, but obviously they have dialogue. You can go ahead and talk to them and stuff.
Yeah, you can go talk to him, but again, I didn't want to give away too much story.
And we decided not to make new quests because those 4 quests that some of you on the Kickstarter version of the game that you already played, they really don't go anywhere. It was more proof of concept for how the questing system is going to work, really.
Yeah.
And if we'd go back, we might have not added the questing system just yet.
Yeah.
In any case, that's the reason behind them not having any quests, is that we just don't want to put narrative in there. It's more of a sandbox than anything. And alongside that, we're going to have 6 new animal variations. So we have 3 new types of cows, 2 new types of cows, so 3 in total. So 3 types of cows, 2 types of chicken, and 3 types of goats that you will be able to buy at Gabe's. And because we're the sandbox, and because this is again alpha, the sandbox mode of the game, you can just buy them from the get-go. In the final game, so it's kind of like tiers because they produce better milk, they produce better eggs, but you're gonna have access to them right away on the version that hopefully, fingers crossed, gets to you guys on Monday. I really hope for that. And we have 3 new map locations. So it's Kyle's place. Sydney did a long work of putting the map together and then putting the NPCs there and then telling them where to go. I rather program day and night and not have to do the finicky stuff on the map. It's crazy.
I spent the last 2 days troubleshooting and trying to figure out why the NPCs have been wonky. If anybody's watched a stream or anybody who's playing Kickstarter Alpha, the NPCs just had some really weird issues that we couldn't quite figure out. They still have a couple of them, but for the most part, I think I knocked out like 80% of those bugs. So hopefully there'll be a lot more interesting and operational now.
Yeah. So another huge part of the new update is going to be the skill tree. So the skill tree, we already actually posted a video of it on our Twitter, which I'm gonna show you guys quickly.
Man, it's so good, guys.
Yeah, I'm really proud of this one.
It's, you know what's funny about the skill tree is it's one of those things that I really wish I could say, oh yeah, we totally planned this.
But we didn't. It kind of came together. So you go to the shrine.
Just happened. Yeah.
You go to the shrine, and then you kind of access this area, and this will have more interaction with it because this is actually the place you pray in an actual Shinto shrine. But then you get this nice view of the tree. Camera goes up, turns into this inside view of the tree, and then we will have different limbs based on different skills. So we have 10 of them. Stuff like farming, cooking, crafting, resource gathering, social.
Sorry, I can see Callum's face still, and the look on his face.
So good. Why have I not seen this?
Have you not?
What? I've not seen this.
I mean,
What
there you
the
guys
hell?
go. There, you're back in the stream. Callum's back.
What?
Oh,
Well,
that was
so
so
good.
good.
This is how you
I
get
just
the
looked
skills.
up and he was like, "Oh my god!"
Wow. Yeah, you guys should start showing me stuff more. That's awesome. I heard about it, obviously, but that was so cool.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, bye.
Sorry.
That's fine. But you guys see what we mean, though. This is what happened with the battle system. Literally,
It
you
was
guys got a
worse.
live
It was
version.
worse than the battle system.
But anyway, as I was
I'm like
explaining,
crying. That was so funny.
then we have 10 limbs on here.
That's
One of them
great.
is farming. Currently, the level that I recorded this video at, we were at level 10 farming. So you click on it, it'll zoom on that limb, and then you can kind of see the energy going through these veins. None of these skills have been unlocked yet, but I think I hover over one of them. Yeah, you can see I hover over them, and then it will tell you what the skill is. The way it works in Sunnyside is a lot simpler. So you have to unlock one skill, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one. It's kind of like a linear path. But you need to have skill points to be able to unlock them. We're going to actually probably team up with the wiki team to explain this really well to you guys, because I'm sure a lot of you are going to have questions on how this whole thing works. But it's very, very similar to what like Elder Scrolls does, especially Skyrim. Very similar to that system. I mean, I decided to go with a system that has been tested for many years and people still liked it, and just put actual very exciting and useful skills in there. So what it does is, for example, in the farming limb of the tree, there's an ability that allows you to grow crops for like half the time that we usually take, and then before that there's one that doubles the harvest that you get out of a crop. So you're going to get a lot of stuff towards the end of it. There's another one in resource gathering that's my favorite, is that when a tree top hits the ground, it just breaks on its own. And then there's another one we called home run, and that is that with one hit of the axe the tree breaks. Because one of the things that in our game I didn't like when I played myself was resource gathering. I found it too cumbersome. I know people find it really relaxing, but I'm impatient. So to be able to unlock that skill to just like one shot trees, that's going to be really fun. And you can do the same thing with rocks, and like in the mines and everything. Deforestation run is going to be a lot more doable now. So the skill tree really, I think, elevated the whole experience quite a lot.
Yeah.
And that's I could go on and on about skill tree for days, but I'm gonna stop here. Go ahead.
I think the biggest thing about the skill tree, like I said earlier, is really just how much it came together without us meaning for it to. Like we had planned to have a shrine, but it was actually going to be an Inari shrine, and then midway we changed it to an oak tree because it just made sense, because our logo was an acorn, so we made it an oak tree kami for the shrine. And then we needed to like do the skill tree, and I think one of us like, let's just attach it to the oak tree, and then it was like, let's make the points acorns. So like it it wasn't something we like. Oh yeah,
That's
we
really
cleverly planned
Sunny
all
Side
this out.
development in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Though.
really.
Haha,
It was
no
just
pun
like, oh, this
intended.
works.
But yeah.
So yeah, I'm so glad that it came together so organically, pun intended. And I think it looks great. I'm really excited about it.
Gross pun, but anyway, yeah. And another thing that is coming in to you guys, other than the skill tree, is a complete overhaul to the inventory and how it works. So now the inventory is like 6 different inventories that you have access to. You have like a tackle box, a bento box, you have a backpack, you have a battle pack, and different items go into different places in your inventory automatically. But you also have a lot more. What's up?
Sorry, I was just gonna say, we mentioned at the last stream because we showed off that inventory overhaul, but I just want to reiterate for everybody who's been playing on the Kickstarter alpha, sorry, you're gonna have to start a new save. So
yeah, we completely changed the way the inventory system functions, so your old save's definitely not going to work. And actually, during the time that the Backerkit Alpha runs, we're going to try to minimize it as much as possible, but it's very likely that we will break your saves a few times for the sake of adding new features to the game. The game, we're still in the stage that we're adding new features, so that's why. And we want to add new features as the game kind of continues throughout the Backerkit process, because we don't want to just release one version and leave it at that. Actually, on that note, we have 4 different limbs of the tree planned for Backerkit. You guys are going to start off with just having the farming limb, but we're going to try to release a new limb every few days, every 8 to 10 days, so you get resource gathering, so that by the end of the period, you'll have access to all those limbs to unlock. But yeah, the new inventory system should be also a lot more bug free and a lot more just feature complete. So you can open packs, you can discard items, the simple stuff. Another really annoying thing that especially people who've already playing the game really hated was, and this was not the way it was intended to be, we just did it for the sake of time back then. Anytime you wanted to shop, you would have to go find the NPC, and even if they were outside of their shops, you would have to find them outside the shop. Now you don't have to do that. There is a cash register or till, based on where you are in the world,
depending on where you live,
in every shop. And then it will have an icon on top of it that says if the shop is open or if it's closed. And no matter where the NPC is, when you interact with it, it'll summon the NPC to you, and then you can do your shopping and stuff. Not only this is a lot more useful for you guys not having to go search for the goddamn NPC and where it's lost, it's also like a failsafe to make sure if an NPC is fallen under the map, or if Hero decided to A-pose in his closet, you can summon him out and kind of get him unstuck. And it just functions a lot better. So yeah, that's another
NPC
thing.
backup system.
That one I kind of mentioned with the inventory, so I'm going to go over it quickly. We have all the dialogues are improved, and with the addition of new dialogue, we kind of went back to the older ones and improved them. But also now dialogue has a little icon next to it, so if a dialogue will end a conversation, you see an icon next to it. If a dialogue unlocks or continues a quest, you'll see like an exclamation point next to it, or if it's a shop dialogue, you'll see a shop dialogue icon next to it. And we're going to add more icons as the game continues, so when we come back to the social system, if a dialogue option is a romance option, it'll have a heart next to it. If it's a friendship, you have like a handshake next to it. I'm all in for giving all the indications to the player that what something is going to do. So yeah, they're gonna come on, but you guys are gonna have the closed one, the quest icon, and then the shop icon with the Backerkit version of the game. Another thing, I mean, it's a simple thing, but a lot of the items fell through the map in the previous version, so we kind of improved the physics of the game in that front as well, and hugely improved the performance of the game. So the game runs a lot better. Tater here is our benchmark now. He has an AMD 480. I'm not too knowledgeable when it comes to AMD graphics card. I'm more of an NVIDIA person, but it's kind of like a mid-range graphics card.
It's kind of close to like a 10. It's a little under a 1060.
It's a little under a 1060, I think so. Yeah. And we managed to get his frame rate from like 10, between 10 to 15, to between 30 to 40, and hopefully that'll be huge for you guys as well. But one thing that we kind of had to turn off was low shadow settings, because the fish would fly otherwise.
Yeah.
I'm not going to explain why. That's just game development.
It's just how it worked.
This the fish fly if there are no shadows. Anyway, we're actually working on a solution on that to allow you guys to reduce the shadow settings, because that's actually the biggest bottlenecks of the game right now. Because every light in the game is dynamic, because you can place lights. You have the sunlight that's like a day and night cycle, all that jazz. And we actually started implementing some accessibility settings into the game as well. Accessibility to just us in RainyGames is huge, especially in a game in this genre of, with this whole cozy vibe to it. We definitely want it to be accessible to as many people as possible. So the game is going to come out actually with some colorblind options. We have 3 different colorblind options. I would butcher them if I tried to read them. But there are 3 different colorblind options in the game right now, and you can even change the strength of it. And we will continue to add more accessibility settings, even stuff that are subtle, even something like having the audio of the game be just mono, because some people are really sensitive to spatial audio. If it's just all around them, it can overwhelm you. We have options such as turning off the lightning and flashing lights, turning off the camera rumble, just to make the experience as comfortable as possible. And then as we continue, we're going to actually add some more standard accessibility options as well, as much as we can. So yeah, that's all of that. You want to go ahead? And I talk so much, like non-stop. Sheesh, I need some water. You go ahead and take the rest.
Sorry, I'm looking at my cat. She's like peeking her head over my desk. Like, what's going on? That's it. That's everything that's being added to the game. So everybody who's had access, these are the updates you're going to get, and then that's what people with Backerkit can kind of look forward to. So what we'd like to do is still push out the update to Kickstarter, because you guys have had access throughout all of this. So we're probably still going to push it at midnight. We might delay it an hour or 2 because the whole Steam thing kind of messed a lot of stuff up. But so we're going to push it tonight. And then, like I said, the Backerkit keys will go out literally the moment we have them, whenever that happens. So if for some crazy, unfathomable, ridiculous reason it happens in the next hour, you'll get them immediately. But it's probably going to be... people keep asking if we have an estimation. They haven't given me an estimation, so I can't give you an estimation. It honestly, it could be 5-hour delay. It could be a 5-day delay. I couldn't tell you. So hopefully, based on past experiences, it won't be that long. I'm hoping for just a few hours, but it is what it is. So along those lines, with the exception of pushing out the keys to Backerkit, we're going dark tomorrow. So we will not be around. The whole team needs a break. We've all been working really, really hard the whole last 2 months, getting this whole thing ready and packaged for you guys. Especially QA needs a break. So we're going to be dark tomorrow, and then we'll be back to actual bug fixing and stuff starting on Tuesday. So it's kind of like a little heads up. If you don't see us as much on the Discord, I mean, let's be real, I'll still be on the Discord, but because I can't go away. But yeah, so there's that. Bug fixes, we're hoping will probably start going out by the end of the week. Is that a good estimation, Rainy? Probably. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I was muting this time. We're gonna take a small break for Valentine's Day. I mean, maybe not, because Steam is gonna be sending the codes, but we're not gonna be deving on it. That's basically it. But then we'll be back on the 15th, and we will continue bug fixing for the first week, because there are going to be tons of it. As Sydney mentioned, we actually have a pretty good QA team now that will not only QA the game, but also kind of go over your reports of bugs. So that'll actually be very, very helpful to both you guys and us. So if you have any questions as well, like if is this a bug or not, they'll be able to kind of handle that for you.
Yeah. Along with the email the Backerkit's going to get, you'll get a link to that the Rainy Bugs system, so that you'll know where to put things in. There's also a button in the game too to just hit. Yeah,
if you pause the game, it literally says report bug, and you can just click on that. And a call out to our wiki team if they're available. I think we need to kind of give you guys some insider information on how the skill tree works. So because one thing that we haven't had the time to do so for the Backerkit version of the game is to put tutorials in the game so that you guys know how things work. But that wiki would be an invaluable source to use for now, because actually implementing them into the engine is a lot will take a lot longer than making a wiki page for, and it's a lot more accessible anyway. So yeah, guys, just message us or something if you guys are actually available, and we'll get you set up and everything.
So a couple other little announcement type things. One, we are going to be pushing out content updates. We're going to be releasing updates throughout alpha to the skill tree, and then we're going to keep working on NPCs, getting them fixed up, and then we're going to try to add a couple small things, so you guys can kind of look forward to that. We have a couple little systems that we have planned that we just kind of been waiting in the wings. And then, so the alpha is going to run from whenever you guys get the keys to the original end time date was going to be April 1st, midnight GMT. So it's going to be February 14th to April 1st. However long the keys get delayed is how long we're going to delay that time. So if it ends up, instead of the keys going out at midnight, they go out at 5 a.m., we will delay April 1st, 5 a.m. So we're going to just kind of shift the whole thing. But right now the plan is April 1st is when everything gets yanked. So that doesn't mean the updates stop. That means that you guys actually lose access. So we delete the keys. They don't work anymore. The reason for that, there's kind of a lot of things. One, it's mostly because we really need to be able to focus on what we're doing. And if we're looking at bug updates and things and people getting hyped about the game and having access, it's just a little too much. We also kind of want to have that period of time between alpha and beta of just like silence. But then what we are going to do, and we've talked about this with Ben at Merge. Oh, love I can say that now. It's so great. So Ben, our producer, we kind of talked about something that we're tentatively planning. We can't say for sure, but this is the idea right now, is we still want our early access backers to see the battle system. So what we want to do is later on, probably late spring, summer-ish, we're going to invite everybody who was in the alpha to do an exclusive closed playtest through Merge. So they're going to kind of set all that up. They're going to get everybody hooked up with the right keys. And you guys will get to see the system and how it works and do the battle and all that stuff, but it'll be under NDA. So we didn't want to NDA the whole alpha, but we still want you guys to be able to experience it. So it'll be like just the first level of the caves, not the whole game. And you can go in, test the mechanic, play it, see it, enjoy it. And then we might do that with other mechanics going forward. There's a couple other mechanics we have planned. If we can, we'll do the same thing, send out a thing, closed playtest, NDA, come play it and see it and enjoy it if you want to. But if you don't want to, you don't have to get spoiled. So that's what we have planned right now. I think it'll be fun. And that'll kind of give you guys a little bit more of a taste of development as we're kind of going forward. So there's that. Let's see, alpha goes dark. And then the next thing is that beta. So I think I've mentioned it before, but we're going to run alpha to April 1st, close that out, do some closed door play tests through the summer, and then October is when we go into beta. So October is tentative date. Everything we do is tentative date. But the general idea is we're going to aim for October. We're going to do a month of beta testing, and that's going to go out to everybody who was involved in early access. So the streamers, everybody who purchased on Kickstarter Backerkit, you will also get access to that beta in October. Emails, you'll get notified. Don't worry, we'll do our best. And then once beta is over, we can go gold and do full release in November. So that is the plan for next year. Ish. And then obviously we're going to keep doing live streams every month. So we're going to try to regularize them, regulate. I don't know what the word is. We're going to try to be a little bit more regular with the streams. So we're going to aim for the last Sunday of every month. and then that'll coincide with the Kickstarter updates. So monthly stream, monthly Kickstarter update. We might start holding stuff back a little bit, so don't be surprised if we're like, we're not going to show you that, because reasons, game development. But yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
Did Callum want to say anything else? Do you want to give me like a nod or a no, or
does my headset still work?
Yeah, you're even on the screen.
Yeah, I was gonna say blame me again for any of the stuff that we're gonna hold back, because it's probably gonna be me saying, no, shut up, don't tell anyone about that.
Don't tell anybody nothing.
Yeah, but I hope to join you guys on one of your later streams. I'm sure we're going to have the merge team on here as well. You'll probably see Danny and some of the other gang. But yeah, it'll be great to be a part of these streams then. I'm just glad that we can say your name freely now, finally. Right.
I'm excited really to start seeing all the marketing pick up. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is because Rainy and I kind of complain about this a lot, but we know there's an audience for Sunnyside. We just don't know how to reach them. And so having a partner that can reach them, we're so excited.
Gonna come at them like a speeding bullet straight towards them.
I want billboards and posters and all that fun stuff.
It's gonna be great.
All the things.
I'm very excited for it. It's gonna be great. The whole 9 yards, the whole shebang, the meat and potatoes and everything.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah. Any questions in the stream QA?
Oh, that's what I was forgetting. Do we have questions? Feel free to ask questions.
Can we have blimps? I'm sorry, no.
I actually just learned something really interesting about blimps yesterday. There's only 25 blimps left on Earth. That's not a lot of blimps. I know blimps they're not very reliable, but there's only 25.
Yeah, I mean, most of them burnt down.
I don't want to know how much a Sunnyside blimp's going to cost. So
okay, I wasn't gonna say anything about this, but Mini Fox said something, and we have sugar gliders planned.
Yes.
That is such a random animal for you to pull out of thin air. So I'm saying it now. Yes, sugar gliders are planned.
Which when I read, I was like, "Are you sure about that?" And then she was like, "Yeah." Like, okay, I guess we have sugar gliders.
We have a reason. We have a good reason. So, okay, I'm looking at the questions and answers. Will the skill tree look different in separate seasons, or will it look sort of the same all year? It's going to look the same because it's magical. That's literally my explanation.
As you unlock the skills, different limbs of it literally grow.
There's a lot of story wrapped up in all of that, but short answer is it's going to look the same all year.
I mean, you guys saw the veins of energy coming into it from the bottom. There's a reason for
that. Let's see. Hold on. I'm reading things. Everybody's like, Callum needs to be in the game.
Yeah, I'm seeing this. I don't know how I feel about this.
Oh, I can actually fix up your name.
Just a deranged, NPC just screaming in a cave. That would be crazy.
Well, yeah. Never mind.
How do I fix you up?
Let's see. Are you guys still planning to get that bodysuit that was on the coffee side? I remember something. Actually, yeah. So, there are some specific animations we want to do for certain characters that we're gonna have to just do capture for. And so we're actually looking to get 2 of them. One is for martial arts movements and one is for yoga movements. So I think we decided it's going to be myself and I think Ren have planned that we're going to pick up the mocap suits. And then because he does we both do martial arts and I do yoga. And so we want the motions to look right. I'm going to have to lose some weight in the next 6 months to make it work out. But yeah, so the mocap suit is still planned. We were, I don't know if fortunate's the right word, but thankfully we got a nice bit of money from the pre-orders, which is, I mean, we've told you guys all the pre-order money goes right into development. And it's letting us do a lot of little extra things that we can't really convince a publisher that we need. So
yeah,
I don't know if we could go to, I don't know if Merge would be like, oh yeah, take like $10,000 for mocap suits.
So actually, I think I can say this one. So a lot of the money from the pre-orders actually has gone to music. So we
yeah.
hired a drummer. We like
Yep.
got a lot more of the sax played for on our tracks. We actually have a new version of the main theme. Look forward to that one. That's your special announcement for this stream.
Little drop there. Yep.
So we kind of just reworked the whole main theme of it. It's so epic. It's fully mixed and mastered by like industry professionals. But look forward to that.
We
soon.
dropped a good chunk of change on redoing the main theme, and it's so worth it. I'm so happy with how it came out.
It's quite amazing. There is. That's Matt.
Oh, Matt's here! Yay, Matt! So I just want to say really quick. Somebody asked about Steam pre-order. Absolutely not. Unless for some reason you guys are magical over at Merge. Steam doesn't do pre-orders for indie games.
Not until you're like
AAA. They handpick, like Steam handpicks who can pre-order, and I'm gonna confidently say that I don't have the swag to swoon Steam enough to get pre-orders, unfortunately. But
I don't think I've ever seen an indie game get a pre-order.
Yeah, I can't even name one. I don't think. There's like maybe a couple of exceptions, but it's mostly AAA Battlefields and stuff like this. So yeah, highly unlikely.
So yeah,
highly unlikely.
We get that question all the time, and I'm just like, what indie game have you seen that does pre-orders on Steam? So no, that won't be happening. Be cool. Maybe in 15 years.
You can maybe pre-order the Sega edition that we may or may not release. Who knows?
There you go.
Who knows?
Let's see what else. Music, mocap suits. Voice acting dialogue list for potential VA to practice with? That's an interesting question. I'm not sure I understand it. If the question is, have I put together a list of voice actors that I want in Sunnyside? The answer is absolutely yes. We're literally just waiting for somebody to go, yes, you can do it. And I'm going to start calling people. That's literally what we're waiting on.
I really want to go for Kara Buckland, the voice actress for 2B. If we get her on Sunnyside, I'll be so happy.
Oh my.
I'll get a merch tattooed on me.
You guys know who I want, but I want Jamie Markey. I want Jade Saxton. Actually, you know who the dream would be? I know it's not going to happen. The absolute dream would be getting Chris Sabat. It'll never happen. Vegeta. If anybody doesn't follow voice actors, I want Vegeta in the game. That'd be so cool.
Matt Mercer would be another one for me on that same thing that we're never gonna get. But how great would Sebastian sound as Matt Mercer? Anyway,
you know what?
What though, right? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. Well, I guess it's not really a publisher thing, but our community manager Danny used to be the celebrity talent manager for Comic-Con. So he has from Nolan North to Troy Baker to David Hayter on his phone on first name basis. So we haven't talked about voice actors, but he knows a bunch.
Just waiting for the money because
you should just get Matt Mercer. I just need that for personal reasons.
I've got literally right here in a post-it note on my desk is personal email addresses for 4 voice actors from Funimation. I'm literally just waiting for the money so I can email them and go, we're good to go. Let's do it. They're waiting. They're waiting.
The dream.
Morgan Freeman. But if we do get voice actors, specifically we want like anime voice actors. Because that's the style, and so that's what we want. I also really like the idea of working with voice actors who normally do dubs, because they get the chance to like actually be creative. I mean, they still do. They're still really good at what they do, but to be like have like full on suggestions, I just think it'd be cool for them as a creative process.
Yeah.
But we'd like to dream. We like to dream. Hey, there will be no hate for Chris Sabat in my stream. None. Get out of here with that. He is my favorite. I love Chris Sabat. Anyway, on that note, get out of your hatred.
Yeah. All right, come on, end it before more questions come in. Quick.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's it for the questions. So, yeah. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Backerkit's coming out soon. Alpha update soon. Thanks, Callum.
Thanks, guys.
Keep an eye on your inboxes, but more importantly, keep an eye on Discord. Again, if you're not
Yeah.
on the Discord, it's this one, that over there. My hands get cut off. But
Yeah.
Sunnysides is over there, Merges down here. You can follow us on Twitter and all that stuff. And but yeah, the Discord will be your best source of all the new stuff. We will probably tag everyone for that one because it's such a big update. And and then as soon as we have the Steam keys, you guys will be playing, and we'll look forward to all the bug reports.
Yep. Yeah. Oof.
See you all. see you all on Discord. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.